Hey guys, it's Ricky Marie, and I'm back with another YouTube video, because that's what I do. So, first off, y'all, my hair is just so crazy. Like, I haven't done nothing to it, haven't combed it, haven't nothing. I just get up and go. But, don't let this shrinkage fool you, because my junk is growing. It's growing back. You see that? You see that? Okay. So anyways, the topic of today, y'all. I feel like I just need some music playing in the background, like some hood stuff, like. Anyways, topic of the day. The time I tried to date a drug dealer. Yes, me. Anyways, so yeah, I think I'm gonna start with the background information so y'all can just like see how it went down. So anyways, when I first met this person, I was like 14 years old. He was 18. And I just was like intrigued. You know, like the bad boy. Like, oh my God. Okay, he got tattoos all over. Ooh, he cute. Whatever, whatever. And he a drug dealer. Like, that's what's up. Blah, blah. So that was me at the time. And I caught myself trying to like him or whatever. And he kind of like cut it real short. Like, nope, you too young. The lifestyle I live ain't for you. Like, bye. And I'm like, boy, I'm grown, trying to be grown. He like, no. So kind of grateful that he was that type of guy. And like, that's cool, whatever. But he had said something like, when you older, I'm going to find you. Who you talking to? Oh, you talking. Okay. I'll hold you to that. So anyways, fast forward to today. Well, not really today. About 3 years ago. I was still up at CMU. So, I got a message one day from this person, and I was like, I only know one person by this name. What do I got in my hair? But anyways, I'm like, I only know one person by this. Is it? It can't. It is. So he messaged me, and he like, I told you I'll find you, whatever, whatever. So I'm like, that's crazy. Like, not crazy, like he's crazy, but like, I was just like, wow, because my Instagram is like not my real name at all. So I was like, he found me. Okay. So then, like, he wrote me every single day, like just anything, like, how are you? Or I'm just checking on you, or how's school going? And I wasn't really responding like that. I kind of was, but it was just like, I'm fine. That's nice. Thank you. Like that. And then, what happened after that? Oh, so like the entire year went past, and then it was like my last year of school, and he had messaged me randomly and was like, like, I know you're about to graduate or whatever. We should meet up when you come back. You should let me take you out, like to a museum or out to dinner or whatever like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I graduated or whatever, and I moved back home to start grad school at Wayne State. But I ended up, I was talking to somebody at the time. So since I was talking to somebody, I just stopped responding to the guy, whatever. But then the person that I was talking to, we ended up splitting ways. And so I'm like, okay, this guy really been trying to contact me. He kept true to his word years ago that he would find me. Like, it's 10 years later. So, I mean, give it a try. Why not? So, one day I messaged him. I'm like, okay, like, it's on you. We can do what you want to do. But, like, I used to work a lot, and I used to get off of work kind of late, like 9 or 10. So he was like, well, let's just go to Starters because it's open until, like, midnight. So I met him at Starters, and we had a really good dinner. Like, we talked a lot about like, just a lot of stuff. Stuff I didn't even think he was capable of talking about. Sorry, not trying to be mean, but, like, he really talked about a lot, like nonprofits and 501c3s, and 501c3s are nonprofits, but like basically like how he went about getting his 501c3 and stuff together, and just like the talk was like, okay. And so after that day, we started hanging out a lot. Like, we spent a lot of time together. Like, if I wasn't at school or at work, I was like with him hanging out. We was going places, whatever. So, it was cool at first. For a couple of months, like, it was cool, and everything was fine. But he got so crazy. Like one day, what happened? Oh, so like, you know when you shave your legs and then the hair starts growing back and it's prickly? So my legs was like prickly one day. And he just started cussing me out. Like, that's so dumb. That's so immature. Why are your legs prickly? Like, just everything. And I'm like, okay. And then he like broke down and started crying in my lap. Y'all, I'm not good with other people's emotions like that. Like when it's like that. So I was like, okay. And then he started yelling at me more because I wasn't like helping him. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, you just was cussing me out and now you like crying. Like, I don't know. So I just started like hugging him like, okay, I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay. And so that was the first incident. And it just started escalating from there. Like, he never hit me, but like he would just be so irritated by me sometimes. Like we'd just be hanging out and then he'd just like have an attitude and be slamming doors and just have an attitude. And I'm like, okay, I can go. Like it's not that serious, you know. And then I'll be about to leave and he'd just like start getting more mad. Like, and then you about to just leave? Okay. I'm like, this man is crazy. Okay. So we end up sitting down and talking about it one day. And I just literally told him like, bro, you're crazy. Like, you're crazy. And then everything started spilling out. And he started opening up to me about so many things that happened in his life. And then I realized, like, this is a mental health issue. Like, black men in America are so, well, first off, not even just black men. All men are forced to be in these boxes of, like, you have to be a man. And men shouldn't cry. And men shouldn't show emotion. And men shouldn't do this and this. So we go through so many things in life and we're told not to react or not to feel away or not to show sadness. So he was breaking down things that happened to me in his life and I'm like, you need therapy. Like you've been through a lot. Like one scenario, he was like, I've never experienced certain things. And can you imagine like being a child, like 5 or 6, and stealing money from somebody else's purse so that you and your siblings and your mom can eat? I've never experienced that. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine like your family depending on you to eat and you like 12? You know what I'm saying? Like what can you do at 12? You know what I'm saying? Like just little things like that. Or can you imagine like you a drug dealer, so you doing what drug dealers do, and the only person you trusted turned their back on you and put a gun to your head and take all the money? It's like, I've never been in that scenario. I don't know how that feels, but I know you start to feel like you can't trust nobody, you can't tell nobody nothing, you can't get close to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he would say random stuff sometimes. Like, we'd be talking about something sad, and he'd be like, well, that's just life. That's just how it goes. People die every day. But that's a mental health thing. Like, we need to be more serious about mental health, especially in our black men. Like, they've seen their friends get killed right in their face. You know what I'm saying? They've seen so many things happen, especially like, coming from where I come from, Detroit, Michigan, so many people get killed every single day, you know, people close to people. And if you in that lifestyle and you've seen some of that stuff, you can't even balance life anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just like depression at its finest. And I saw so much like depression in that man. And it did kind of keep me there longer because I'm a person that's always pushing and I want to heal everybody and just make everybody feel good. So I did stick around a little bit longer than I should have, and it did backfire on me. It really did get to the point where he said some really terrible, hurtful things to me, and I had to separate myself. Yeah. So, but other than that, like, just a conversation about mental health, like, men need to know that it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel something. It's okay to feel pain. It's okay to not be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, men are told from such a young age that they can't act a certain way, or they can't think a certain way, or be a certain way, you know? And so you get to this point where you feel like you have to hold up this persona like, oh, don't nothing bother me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And you're not. And it's okay not to be okay. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl or a different affiliation. Like, it's okay. Like, you can cry. You can be upset. You can be hurt. You can punch a wall. Like, it's okay, you know? But, and we have grown up to feel that certain things should be normalized. Like, a person getting killed on the corner of like 7 Mile, that's normalized in Detroit, you know? And I think we need to stop trying to normalize these things. And when these things happen, acknowledge the people who were around, acknowledge the people who are close to that person, and let them know, like, it's okay to be upset, it's okay to be hurt, it's okay to cry, because a lot of times we forget that, and it shows. If you go years and years and years without if you go years and years and years without dealing with certain stuff like that, it takes a toll on you. And that's literally what had happened to him. Like, you can just see it in his eyes. Sometimes I see it in his eyes. He was a different person. Like, you could see like all the peace had left his body, and he was just full of anger sometimes. And like, that's from years and years and years of pain, you know, and not being able to talk to somebody about it, not feeling like anybody cared about it. Like, that's a serious thing. And mental health is real. Mental issues are real, you know. So I just wanted to make this video basically to shine light on mental illness and to shine light on the situation. Like, a lot of times we overlook those type of people, like, oh, they're drug dealers, they're cool or whatever. But it's like, you gotta think, we give so much thought and ambition to people in the army, you know what I'm saying? People who have fought for our country. We're like, oh, they need mental health counseling when they come back and all of these things because they saw so many people die at war and stuff. But what about our people next door? Like, that man done watched plenty of his friends die over the years. Plenty of his family members die over the years. That man had guns pulled out on him plenty of times. Like, that's real. And he really never talked about it much before that day that I sat him down and was like, you're crazy, talk about it. And I saw, like, as he was talking, I saw a release of stress. But I feel like his scenario was something bigger than my control. Although I do have a master's degree in social work and I did a lot of work with mental health counseling, I feel like because I had an emotional attachment to the scenario, I was not as beneficial to him as I could be to somebody else. If he ever does watch this video, I really do pray that he does seek the help that he needs. I really do pray that he finds peace, you know. I did have to separate myself because one thing I had to learn is that don't bring yourself down or push yourself into a terrible depression trying to pull somebody else out of their depression, because I was starting to be sad every day and I was starting to hurt every day because I was taking on so much of his pain, and he was like releasing so much bad energy off onto me, and I started to be feeling like depressed and hurt and sad and down. And then when he turned on me at the very end, it was like right before I moved here to Indonesia, he like turned on me and just said like some terrible stuff. And I had confided in him in a lot of different things that I was dealing with in life, and he kind of like threw it on me like, and that's why you this and that's why you that. And that's like his own pain, you know what I'm saying? Hurt people hurt other people, and I had to separate myself from the scenario just because I was starting to get into my own like terrible mental health based off of trying to pull him out of his. So yeah, but if he ever does watch this video, I want to say shout out to him because he is a phenomenal person as far as just everything that he has been through in life and everything that he has gotten through in life. And I don't ever want him to think that I hate him, because I don't hate him. Love him to death. I just think that we are two completely different individuals and we needed to split and go our separate ways. But I really do hope that he receives the help that he needs. And yeah, on that note, bye. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm trying to hurry up because I'm at 16 minutes. So yes, like, comment, subscribe, share, add something if you want me to talk on a topic, or if you want to see more footage from here in Indonesia, comment below. Peace.